The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On first down, Roy. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up second down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now this throw caught left side. A gain there of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Greystone, travel. Bravo. Mike.
To throw again. Roy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Hey. Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's now fourth down.
The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 7-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check 26, check 26. Back. No. Check. Hey, high 7.
Second and 10. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
You got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And it'll be intercepted. Intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Bam! Get that ball! Get that ball! Look at me! Zipper! Hey, turn it up! Tighten up! Tighten up! Tighten up! Shoot!
They'll run on first down. Carmichael. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check, 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 check! Hey, hey, watch this, watch this! Check 3, check 3! Shit, shit! Look at me! Go, go! Hey, seam 6, seam 6! Mike's 50, Mike's 50! Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby, that's baby. Go!
Back to throw. Ebert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Hey, here we go. Get it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lloyd trying to lay one up deep. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From the gun, Ebert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ebert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. 2nd and 4. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Come on, 70, Indy.
Off the play fake. Ebert rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Ebert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Check 43. Check. Fresno. Switch. Kill. Go. Check 99. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 5.
Looking to throw on second down. Ebert, he's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's coming. We got double up. You go tight. Leo. Flare. Go.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey. We got three. 3 down. Mike 50. Pick it up, guys. Check 31. Bang. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. He's checking. Ready.
On fourth down, Ebert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
10 Lobo.
Coming this way, here we go.
Hard, hard.
Twist. 25, check 25, check 25. 49, check 49, check 49. Check.
Get it.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
At the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
I got
Hey, shoot.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, exit.
Check 37, check 37.
On 4th down, Ebert. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
61, matchbox lights.
Operating from the gun, Ebert. It's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into.
He's got him in, complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Braun. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a deciding